The microphone's up here, out of the way a little bit. Hello there. We had some technical difficulties, but we're going live now. So here's Peyton. You guys like her when she does the Tiguan videos with me and the Taos video. And here I am. We're in the basement. At some point, this will be a studio. A car salesman with a studio for YouTube. How about that? Crazy. We were going to talk about a lot of cool things today. One of the things we'll talk about is Felicity Ace. That's the ship that sank in the Atlantic with Golf R's on it, Arteons, ID4s, Audis, Porsches. We don't have any more information than anybody else does, but a lot of people still don't know about that. And it did affect my dealership and a number of dealerships in the U.S. because Golf R's are hard enough to come by. And now there's even more problems with Golf R's. War broke out. So that's making people nervous, and that's making a lot of things change. Another thing that we're going to talk about is 2023 models. There's no news on 2023, and there's a lot of videos popping up about 2023 this and 2023 that. They don't exist. We can barely get 2022s to dealerships to sell, so why would we talk about 2023s? On that ship were also some 2022 Arteons. That's really sad to know because they're invisible to ship to the dealerships until they show up at port. So there were some 2022 Arteons on there with the horsepower bump and the DSG transmission. So those things aren't coming yet. Then also ID4s. There are 2022 ID4s coming. We still have some 2021s to get out of our pipeline and were ordered for people, but the 2022s are coming, and unfortunately, a number of those sank on the Felicity Ace as well. That's a ship that caught fire, burned for about a week. The crew was all rescued. The ship was just basically adrift for a week, and that was enough time for it to burn pretty much the entire contents of the ship. As they were towing it back to port, back to the Azores or somewhere near there, it listed to one side or the other in the rough seas and then promptly sank. 2022 Jettas. A lot of people are asking about those. The 2022 Jettas, I have two coming to me. I have a GLI Autobahn pure gray with the black package coming. It is on a truck right now. Peyton's excited about that one. Also, a 2022 Jetta SE. So look for videos of those cars really soon. The 2022s have been pretty radio silence, pretty much for Jettas, and those are coming. Also, I have some GTIs that are also on that truck, an Autobahn and a SE in Atlantic Blue. Those are coming. There's actually 4 or 5 more GTIs coming behind those. They have to make the trek across the Atlantic, which everybody's now well aware of. That long trek across the Atlantic. So we're fingers crossed. We're not going to have a fire. We're not going to have anything happen to those. They're going to make it safely across the Atlantic. The other thing we want to talk about is just supply chain issues and why you're not seeing certain things. And then also we'll talk about ordering cars. I guess we'll start off with Felicity Ace. This was a ship that holds, it's a ro-ro ship, which means roll on, roll off. You drive onto the ship. She's bored already. You see that? She's just twirling over here. She's twirling. Roll on, roll off for these cars. They drive them on. There's a van that takes the drivers off. They go down and unload and go get more cars and roll them on. This ship is big enough to hold 4,000 cars. 400 of those were Volkswagens, ID4s, Golf R's, Arteons, GTIs. They're all gone. And then there were roughly 1,100 Porsches. There was some Lamborghini Uruses on there. That's I believe that's a $260,000 SUV. So that's a really, really nice SUV. There was all told almost $500 million worth of cars on that ship, which is a lot to put at the bottom of the ocean. There is a lot of speculation out there that what caused the fire. We don't know what caused it at all. Of course, we could go with the speculation, but it doesn't really mean anything. There's nothing to investigate now. It's on the bottom of the ocean. Those cars have to all be rebuilt and reallocated to people. So imagine waiting on $120,000 Porsche only to be told, yeah, it's smoked and wet. It's at the bottom of the ocean. So we're going to have to build it again. I personally had a Golf R for a customer on there who's been waiting 7 months for the car. And we definitely got one reallocated for that. So that one, unfortunately, is on the water now, headed on another ship over. Hopefully we can get that one to make it in one piece to Rhode Island. Also, 2022 ID4s. They're starting to show up now on the ships coming from Germany over. They're order only, so you'll want to order that on vw.com for sure. Also, ID4 production, we're hearing, has been suspended due to wiring harnesses that come from Ukraine. And we all know what's going on in Ukraine. I guarantee you no one's worried about a wiring harness getting on a truck and making it over to Germany from Ukraine right now. That is the least of their worries. And that being said, prayers for the people of Ukraine and the people that are fighting this war. I hope that this comes to a resolution soon. We hope and pray. But we have to watch with a wary eye with what's going on, because that's really close to Germany, where a lot of our stuff comes from. 2022 Arteons, we hope to have some, hopefully by May. That is a car that we can order at this point. However, we have no takers on the 2022 Arteon yet. Golf R, this is a 2022 model we can order, and we're at the luck of the car gods to get those cars here. I've sold one. You guys have seen the video. I mean, many people have seen that video. It looks like there's almost 7,000 people that have watched that video in 2 weeks. Let's see here. Mr. Chatfield, are there any pictures or a time frame for the 2022 SEL-R-Line Black? That is going to be released in Q2, not Q1 of 2022. That's when they're going to start building them. So I actually have plans to order one for my wife. Once we're able to order that car, yes, a Cross Sport SEL-R-Line Black Edition in tourmaline blue. Yes, that's what she wants. So we're going to get that. Peyton's concerned that we're going to get rid of our Atlas. We're going to keep the Atlas, and we'll get a Cross Sport as well. So Q2 of 2022, we're about to start that now, being it's March now. So April, we hope to be able to order that car. We've only seen a couple pictures of it, and it's going to be along the lines of the SEL-R-Line Tiguan. So the SEL-R-Line Tiguan is a hot seller. It's a hot looking car. It's the most popular version of the Tiguan, and once you see it, you can't unsee it. And I assume that this SEL-R-Line Black Edition is going to be the same way. I already have one on order that we're going to flip to an SEL-R-Line Black as a full-size Atlas, all black. It's going to look great once they're able to start building those. Also, the SEL-R-Line, as we know it, will go away. This will replace it. So you'll only be able to get an SEL-R-Line Black, not an SEL-R-Line at that point. Let's see here. It's all about the black rims. Absolutely. There's a lot of people out there that say it's a fad. It's not a fad. My Atlas has black wheels, black everything. It looks badass. Also, these Cross Sports that are coming with the black wheel package, as well as the Atlases, there's enough of them on my channel where you can see them. They look hot. It makes them look good. So the SEL-R-Line is coming for both Atlas and Cross Sport, and that'll be Q2 of 2022. Also, you're welcome, sir. Let's talk about Golf R again for a second. I've actually had someone reach out to me already about doing a wait list for 2023 Golf R. We're almost to that point where we're going to do a 2023 wait list for the Golf R. Because we just don't know what's going to happen here. Hopefully this war stays in its boundaries right now and it ends soon. But if this spills out into any other countries, all bets are going to be off. that kind of touches on another note. If you guys are on the fence, if you're thinking about ordering a car, doesn't matter if it's a Tiguan, a Taos, Jetta, whatever it is. If you're struggling to find it at your lot and you want that car and you know what you want, I would suggest you order it now, because I think we're going to run into supply chain problems on another level. This is going to go up to a Jumanji level if this war continues to go on. We still get parts from Germany, even though stuff's built in Mexico and stuff's built in Chattanooga. You're still going to have issues with supply chain stuff from Germany and Europe in general. Also, that Jetta that I mentioned, the 2022 is a 2022 Jetta SE. Hopefully, I hope to have a video of that car before it sells, and hopefully have pictures of that car when it lands. It's already on a truck from Houston to the dealership. It may have actually landed today. I'm going to have to find out. I'll be back at the dealership tomorrow. Also, on that truck is a Jetta GLI Black Edition, a 2022 in pure gray. This was a ordered car, so it's a good chance that you're not going to find a GLI, a 2022 GLI, anywhere other than our dealership, because it was already on order for a customer. They ended up buying a 2021 that came in as a leftover 2021 GLI Jetta allocation. They couldn't wait for the 22, and it ended up coming a week and a half after they bought the 21. So that car is available. I have to make a video of that as well. Also coming 2022 Golf GTI Autobahn in an Atlantic blue, and a GTI SE in Moonstone gray, and with a black wheel package and a seating package. I think that's going to be the hot version of the GTI. Is the SE with the seat package and black wheel package. And then also I have a GTI SE in blue with the new plaid seats. Those are all coming. How much longer will the free fast charging be available for the ID4, and how many years? ID4 has 3 years of unlimited high-speed charging on Electrify America's network. That hasn't changed. That is going to continue with the 2022, and that will be for the 3 years. Let's see here. What's up? Oh, Inner Peace. She's going to help me read these. So she's in training here. She's a little bored now. She turns 13 in 2 days. So everybody tell her happy birthday if you're watching. She's embarrassed about that. Yeah, we don't charge any markups on our cars. That's for Inner Peace. No, we don't charge any markups at all. $3.99 admin fee plus MSRP. That's it. We don't need to charge that stuff, because if we were to charge extra or charge markups, the customer is going to remember that, and they're not going to buy a car from us again. And they're not going to use our service department. They're not going to do any of that stuff. So these guys that are doing $3,000 and $5,000 markups and $10,000 markups and $15,000 markups, customers are going to remember you, and they're not going to do business with you. Let's see here. Happy birthday. 2 more years and you can get a part-time job at the dealership. Yep, not bad at all. And that way I can keep a watchful eye on her and make sure she doesn't screw things up, or there's no boys around. Absolutely. Yeah. What are boys, right? Eek. Okay. Let's see here. The stuff, I just kind of wanted to do a live thing, just kind of see how it would go. I got up to 10 there. I got up to 16 at one point. I will do more of these. If I ramble, I apologize. But I just wanted to touch base on a few things there. The 2023 ID Buzz comes out on her birthday. They reveal it on her birthday. That's going to be the new electric bus. We hopefully will have more details on that. That will be a 2023, I believe. That will be branded as a 2023 model. If not, it'll be a 2024. That'll be available early in 2023. It is not going to be built in the U.S. It's going to be built over in Germany. So that'll be another car that's shipped over. By that time, though, Chattanooga will be building the ID4s in-house or in America, so they don't have to make that long trek across the Atlantic, that risky trek across the Atlantic with choppy waters and fires and things of that nature. So that will be a 2023. So the 2022 ID4s are still coming from Germany, and the 2023s will be coming from Chattanooga, and they start production sometime late summer. So hopefully the world will stop this roller coaster ride that we're on, and we'll kind of level out, and we'll get some things done. I do know that Jetta production, Taos production, and Tigwa, everything is down just because they're worried about chips. They don't want to run out of stuff. They don't want to idle plants longer than they have to, or at all, really. Chattanooga is running one shift instead of two, and have been for a while. That's subject to a reevaluation here fairly soon. Also, Golf GTI. It looks like we're fine on those. We're getting those. They're producing those in the hundreds, not in the thousands or anything like that. I think that's probably normal, though. The Taos production is down on that one too, but those are readily available in a lot of places. And I think for those of you who are on the fence, the Taos is going to end up being a fast selling car. It's going to be our velocity seller over the Tiguan because of gas prices now. The Taos now as a front wheel drive unit, 36 mpgs, and as a all wheel drive unit, you're right around 32 miles per gallon. She is bored. Okay. So I have a 2022 SEL-R-Line coming. I hate the fact that you can't get it in the black edition. Can you order the black trim parts? I would imagine that you could, but you can actually, there's got to be an aftermarket place in your town or near you that does a blackout kit or like a blackout package. Our neighbor dealership next door, which is also a Bommarito, that uses a company called Auto Trim that does a blackout package for their Cadillacs. And it, depending on what you want to do, they can, I want to say it was around $1,600. That probably sounds pricey, but we are talking about a Cadillac. That's black rims, black trim, black everything on the accents. The only other thing that I know of that's going to have black options is going to be the 2022 Jetta. There's going to be a black wheel package available for the SE, I believe. And then you'll still be able to do the Autobahn GLI black package. GTI has a black wheel package. Golf R does not. Arteon has still the black wheel available, but that's it. Let's see here. I'm trying to think what else I would need to cover here. New stuff's coming. Our inventory is stupid low. We're down to 17 cars. We normally have somewhere around 280 to 300 cars. We did earn some Atlases finally that were in addition to the ordered ones. We have 4 SE Techs coming. One SEL Premium R-Line that's going to be available, black with marl brown interior. I believe that one has a bench seat. And then also we have a couple Atlas Cross Sports coming. And on the Tiguan front, I have 3 available SEL-R-Line units that are coming. Those will get snapped up quick. SEL-R-Line Black Edition. Foo Stacker Wilson. I'm from Kansas City. So that's Kansas City, Missouri. Hello. I lived in Overland Park. I lived in Lenexa, Shawnee. This kid's never lived there, but I'm always homesick for that place. I love it more. I love it more than St. Louis. I'll be honest and tell you that. A lot of fun. So these these SER lines that are coming are going to get snapped up quick. They usually don't last very long. SEL-R lines, that's a car you're going to want to have to order. They just don't make it to the dealership unsold. They're already sold in the pipeline if they show up. So ordering that car is going to be your best bet. SEL Premium R-Line on Atlas, definitely order that car. And if your local dealer won't order that car for you, call me. If you're willing to travel to St. Louis and buy your car here, we can ship it to you anywhere. But my dealership, no ifs, ands, or buts, requires you to come in person and sign your documents. So there's that. Also, if you are wanting to order a car, I require a non-refundable $500 deposit. A non-refundable $500 deposit. It goes towards the vehicle when you purchase, and that's pretty much it. That's all I need. And you have to be willing to travel here. I just shipped a car. It's getting picked up on Monday. It's being shipped to Connecticut, a town called Ledyard, Connecticut. Not sure where that is in Connecticut. It's just far away from us. It's over 900 miles. So that will be going out on Monday. Also, she flew in and she flew home, and we're shipping a car. We just completed shipping a car to Los Angeles 2 weeks ago. She flew in and flew home, and we shipped the car. It's not a hard process, and it's super easy. When you come in, I get you all signed up with all your paperwork's done. I pick you up from the airport. I'll drop you off at the airport. There's actually a mall across the street and down the highway, just an exit or two. You can go shopping for a little bit if you got a little bit of a layover on your flight. Drive the car you just purchased there and then bring it back, and we're still going to ship it to you. So, I mean, it's really easy, especially in this market now where dealers are not ordering cars or not bending over backwards to help people out. I'm still willing to help out. So let's see here. S23, how do different dealerships get the limited edition VW cars? I like the 35th anniversary GLI and the Rabbit edition GTI. Is it random, or do each dealership get a certain amount? Well, those cars had a limited build number for those. I can't say that for the 35th anniversary GLI. I'm not sure if it was a limited amount, but that car was only for that year. And the Rabbit edition was only for, I don't remember what the reason was for that, but I want to say that was an anniversary edition of the GTI. But that was only the 2019 model year. And everybody got supposedly an equal allocation of those. So we got 2 Urano gray ones and a cornflower blue one of the Rabbit edition. And that was, I think we got 1 white one, and then that was it. So we ended up with 4. She says, happy birthday.
Thank you.
Sandy, I appreciate your comments. You comment a lot on my pictures. That's nice. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Yeah, we don't count my birthdays anymore. We count hers now. I don't know if I can count that high. Also,
that high.
Yeah, well, yeah, you don't count. And when you don't remember your age, you don't remember your age.
You don't remember your age?
Yeah, when you get my age, you don't remember
I
anymore.
don't remember your age.
You're right. That's a good thing. Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else cool coming that I can talk about. Other than the ID Buzz, the bus, that's going to be a huge one. And I think that car is going to have quite a waiting list for it. I could see that being a fleet car for businesses. And also a lot of people just want that car. A lot of hippies, a lot of people that went to Woodstock, that they smoked weed and whatever else, you know, that whole genre. A lot of people are going to want that car. Surfers, absolutely, you're right. So there's a lot of people who will like that car, and I can't believe I said that in front of my 13-year-old, but she's heard me say worse.
I'm not 13 yet.
Yeah, she'll be 13. Someone else said happy birthday. So
thank you.
Yep. So she's going to be my moderator going forward when I have more structure to these, and I have probably a better room back here to do these in. This will end up being her room, but I think initially I might use it as a studio, but she's got a room upstairs already, but this room is considerably bigger. You can see her making her faces over here. And we'll work on her getting her that part-time job. Let's see. Arteon. We know about horsepower bump. We know about DSG transmission, the Golf R. I have a wait list that now has 7 people on it. Behind the 2 that one that I've already sold and one that I have coming. ID4, the 2022s are out there. They're building those now. They get bi-directional charging, over the air updates, and there's some other tweaks that they're doing for those 2, and a little better range. The Jetta, the 2022. The other thing that I did not mention about the 2022 Jetta is the fact that it gets a bigger engine now. It goes to a 1.5 instead of the 1.4. It gets the same engine as the Taos. Let's see. Eric Pearson. I have a deposit, not at your dealership, sorry, on a GTI. It left Port on Wednesday, headed to Milwaukee area. How long does it take to get a car from port to the dealership? This is a question that last year I would have been able to tell you without a doubt. Okay, your truck will be there in 3 days. I can't do that anymore because there's trucker shortages, and they're coming from Houston or Midlothian, Texas. It's probably a straight shot up I-35 for you to Milwaukee, I would guess. But it depends on how many cars are going to your dealership on that truck. If your car is the only car on that truck, the truck holds 8 to 9 vehicles, typically 9 when you're carrying smaller vehicles. If that dealership's only getting your car on it, that means that trucker has only one car for you, but they left Houston with 9 cars. So it could be that they have one car for 9 different dealerships, or 8 cars went to one dealership that was close by, and you're the last stop, and still you could get your truck probably in 48 to 72 hours. Or he could be stopping at stores in St. Louis. That could be the same truck that's coming to us. So plan on it taking a week. I know that's not what you want to hear, 7 days, but that's what it is now, because now there's a trucker shortage, like there's a shortage of everything else. They're just not getting delivered as fast as they were before. A lot of times they wait at port, release the carrier, waiting for a trucker, just waiting for a truck to load them up and take them. We waited for a week and a half just to get a truckload of Atlases loaded up. They were released to carrier for probably 9-10 days before they got loaded on a truck and actually released. And we were right down the interstate, probably eight hours from the factory. So it all depends, but you should be getting that fairly soon. I would imagine that you would get, if it's already on a truck, and it's been on a truck since probably Friday, it's a good bet that it will be there by Wednesday. So that's just my guess. Maybe you'll update me and let me know. Oh, well, you're rail served. You're further north. We're not. We're only truck served from both Chattanooga and Houston. So we don't ever get rail. We don't ever get our stuff from trains. So ours just comes through either Rhode Island, or we've had ID4s come from Rhode Island, and we've had ID4s and basically anything from Mexico come through Houston. So that might be a little different for you. I've never had to deal with that. So it could take all week, but you should get it fairly quick, I would think. Let's see here. What else were we talking about here? Okay, GTI. Eric, what color did you get on your GTI? Just curious. I'm kind of partial to Atlantic blue. Okay, Adrian, on the 2022 Jettas, I actually have 2 on a truck right now. One's a GLI Autobahn in pure gray, a black edition, that is on a truck en route to my dealership right now, and also a 2022 Silver SE, Pyrite Silver. So they should start hitting dealerships almost immediately. I do have to give you one little caveat though. That GLI, probably we have a GLI coming to us, but it's only because we had a customer order one, and it was ordered well in advance of them actually building GLIs and shipping them. So typically when they ship out GLIs, they come later than the Jettas. So they kind of stock up, dealers make them flush with Jettas, and then GLI start showing up. But since we had this one on order for well over probably 5 months, I think that's why we're getting this GLI. I can't speak for other dealers and say that every dealer's getting a GLI this soon. Let's see here. Any info on interior differences for the Atlas R-Line Black? As far as we know, there's not going to be an interior difference. It'll still have the R-Line interior. This is purely exterior design differences. So it's going to be just like the SEL-R-Line is now, only it's going to have black accents instead of chrome accents. So I think it's going to look really sharp, and it's going to be popular. Yep, so S23, I hope to have a video of that car this week, go up this week. So you all can see that. I don't think it's going to change a whole lot. We've all seen little tweaks that they've done to the outside. The engine doesn't get a tweak on this one like the Jetta does. It's still going to be the 2.0 at 228 horsepower. The pure grade, black wheels, all of that stuff, that's all going to be the same. Yeah, I can't wait to see this car either, because I would bet that there's going to be something different about it that's going to be really cool. Hello. You are the guru. Look into your crystal ball when I will be able to go up to the dealer and see a lot full of cars and take my choice of colors. Let's see. That, unfortunately, I look into a crystal ball and I see a lot of stuff changing. I don't think we're going to see those days again. We may briefly for a short time, but I think manufacturers are now on and down the road looking at a different business model. Ford is already taking steps, it appears, to change the business model where they're going to have an EV division, and they're probably not going to make it to showrooms with those cars. Initially they will, but they're going to sell those cars direct to the consumer. And I wouldn't doubt that Volkswagen, as big of a brand as this is, figures out a way to go order only and direct to customer selling as well. I think the days of a lot having 600 to 700 cars on their lot, those dealers are going to drop down to 300 cars, and dealers like us that had 300 cars are going to drop down to 75 cars. The order platform for the ID4 is already there, and I wouldn't be surprised if the ID Buzz ends up doing the same thing, where it has its own order platform. So my oldest daughter, come here, Skylar. My oldest daughter just came in. You have to get on the camera here. Say hi to everybody.
What's up? Where's the camera?
It's right there.
Oh.
So this is Skylar. So I've got two of these. So buy cars from me. I got to pay for these two.
Yeah, I'm expensive.
So let's see here. It says I ordered a GTI and S trim in San Antonio, Texas, and it should arrive next month. Moonstone Gray. Can't wait. Absolutely. So there's also a monitor over there. She's looking over there. Did you get the black wheel package? Did you get? Oh no, you didn't. You got an S. Black wheels on that car are really going to set that off. Let's see here. S23 says hi, Skylar. So let's see. I'm thinking I covered everything here. The thing I would stress, I can't stress enough. If you're interested in ordering a car, do it now, because parts are getting harder and harder to find. Supply chains are getting more constrained. It's not COVID now. Now it's trucker shortages. It's the Ukraine war. It's all of those things. And if this war does spread, things will get worse and worse and worse. So we don't want anybody without a car. I think the days of car dealerships having lots of cars on the lot are gone, probably for good. However, we can manage that if we order cars. And if your local dealer tells you they can't order a car for you, order it from me. You have to be willing to travel to St. Louis to purchase that car. What's funny? Oh, hey. Thank you, S23. I appreciate that. I'm cool today. I won't be tomorrow. Yeah, funny. So I guess I don't really have anything else unless anyone else has a question. We'll leave this open for a couple more minutes. If you guys got questions, I'll answer them. Otherwise, we're going to wind this down a little bit, and I'm going to polish up my skills here a little bit and be a little more prepared for these in the future. We did have some technical difficulties to start, but we're all down. Now the dog's down here. We got everybody down here. I think she wants to go outside. So let's see. Keep the videos coming. You're my number one. You're number one in my book. And enjoy life. Enjoy family. Awesome. Well, thank you. Very kind. Let's see here. Yep, there's Disco. Hey.
He's been up there for a little bit.
Yeah. So unless you guys have any other questions, I'm going to wrap this up. I may do one of these. Sunday might be my go-to day to do these, because that's kind of the day that I have free to do those. Please do a review on a GTI S trim when you receive one. Nighttime too, with lights on. You're my favorite. God bless. Thank you. I appreciate that. I didn't realize that this was going to be so popular. But another thing, we hit 7,000 subscribers. Thank you very much to all you guys. And I hit 6 million views last week. 6 million views. I had no idea that was a thing. This is really cool. You guys have been really supportive. I appreciate it. I just make the videos, you know, and present them the way I would want stuff presented to me. If you guys have ideas, you can always put them in the comments. I don't always see the comments because there's so many. I have way too many videos out. I have 1,700 videos out. I feel like I need to slow down a little bit, but I enjoy making them, and I love the comments. I love seeing the views, and the golf art video has almost 7,000 views. So evidently I'm doing something that you guys like. If you guys have suggestions, keep those coming. And also, guys, use the playlist. I've categorized a lot of these in the playlist. The comparison videos, I've clumped them all up into a playlist. And the Atlas videos, I got over 500 of those. So use those playlists. And please, guys, refer me to people. Refer my videos to people. I need more views. I need more stuff. I actually get paid by YouTube for making videos. So now I can actually get better equipment and stuff like that. This has become the ultimate side hustle. I love it. So you guys keep it going. Watch the ads when you see them. If you see an ad, just let it play out, and that way I get paid on it. If you click past it, I don't get paid on it. So, and also I've got sweatshirts. Let's see if you can see that there. That sweatshirt right there. If you want one of those, click on a Teespring link up on the header on my page. It helps me out. It helps me take care of these girls. Bye, girls. So I really appreciate you guys. Thank you very much. And until next time, yeah, tell them to hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. So make sure you do that. So if you guys have any questions at all, please just in the comments, or you can message me or text me, whichever. So until next time, guys, thanks a lot. Stay safe, stay healthy, and make sure you subscribe. Thank you, guys. Have a great evening. Thank you, S23. See you guys.